hear the word prepper, what pops in your mind? Do you have a certain stereotype of what you think a prepper looks like? I feel like a lot of people do, and that's just not always the case. In fact, when you say you're a prepper, they think that you're doomsday prepping for the end of time, you're prepping for the apocalypse. And I think society has in their head that the prepper is a big old stocky white dude, in his 30s, 40s, or 50s, has an underground bunker with all this ammo, tactical gear and things like that. And that's just not what it always looks like. Are there people like that? Yes. I'm going to show you what it does look like.
I'm going to say something to y'all that might scare you, but it needs to be said. No one believed Noah until the rain came. No one believed Noah until the rain came. No one believed Noah until the rain came. Do whatever you want with that information.
I have been prepping for about 3 years now, and I have acquired quite a few things. I've been getting ready for those natural disasters, economic disasters, political disasters. We stocked up on a lot of the short-term foods that you might use within 2-3 month period. Stocked up on your freezer foods, things you can store for a couple of years and don't have to worry about it. We've stocked up on home defense, family defense, self-defense. We got a lot of things that a lot of people just don't think about. A lot of times, a lot of people think it's pretty extreme. It certainly don't hurt to be ready for anything. You never know when your local water system's going to get contaminated. Even if you're on well water, something could spill and contaminate the groundwater. And having that long-term food for when you have to hunker down for a long time really helps. We have solar generators, we have backup batteries, we have solar panels, and we have power inverters. Plenty of toilet paper to combat that toilet paper shortage. Packing food away in Mylar is definitely something we did a lot of. Having go bags ready to go just in case you do have to go, it's also a definite thing you should be doing.
Something like this is pretty much how you can start. So looking at the water supply, which is the most important part, this is about 30 days for a family with me and my wife and my son. So about 10 liters per day. That's about a 15 to 30 day supply. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. You want to have renewable water as well, but it's a good way to ration if you have like a hurricane or something where you're not going to have a lot of power or a lot of water access. And these are stuffed full of MREs. That's pretty good for, easy calories, but will mess up your stomach. The ReadyWise stuff is awesome, but it uses valuable resource water to work with.
And there are many reasons to prep. If you found this video, hopefully you will take the time to like the video, give it a thumbs up, drop a heart down or a thumbs up in the comment section. That helps with the algorithm, helps push this video out to more people, which I'm trying to do. And again, it just spreads the word and has people, put their opinions about what they think and just, starts the conversation that needs to be had. I think so many people have this stereotype or this image of what prepping looks like. They kind of, stay away from it or think, hey, maybe that's not for me. But again, y'all, average everyday families are prepping. People with multiple kids, people with like 1 or 2 kids, husband and wife, just, single people are prepping. And I think everybody at this point is seeing a need to prep and put something back. With us being in a recession, or what I feel like is a recession, that's a huge indicator of what we should be doing moving forward, especially when we have a president who just announced a couple of weeks ago that, depending on what happens, it is very likely that we will go into depression. With him even throwing out the word depression, it was very eye-opening because, again, I think that we all know and have heard and, seen images and read, things about what has happened previously in the depression and how a lot of people suffered. And if at all possible, I know I don't want my family to go through that. So I'm doing the best that I can. Again, putting back certain foods, your rice, your beans, your lentils, your water, and just having it so you can have something that you can rely on, then I think is better than having nothing. I still continue to get the comment that I can't afford to prep, and you guys are going to have to pick and choose. I know a lot of people are struggling, and again, I think at this point it's like people are struggling for a lot of reasons. Some had money and just blew money. Some people relied on credit cards, heavily relied on credit cards. And it wasn't because, they had a job loss. It was just like, oh, I can get a credit card. Let me just run this up and, I'll pay it back. And they may have been impacted by job loss. Some people, we have to face it, just are not responsible with money. Job loss, nobody is immune to job loss. If, doctors and nurses and people that, provide help and save lives are being laid off. It can happen with notice or without notice. So I think we need to prepare and plan accordingly.
I just got laid off. I was laid off from my outpatient job, and I was working in a NICU follow-up clinic. I have never experienced something like this before.
So since my last post about being let go as a doctor, I've been getting a lot of DMs, phone calls about how other doctors or people they know have been let go. A doctor at UCSF and their department having a 3-month wait, they were let go, along with another one of their colleagues. And another per diem doctor was also let go. And it's thousands of VA, like Veteran Affairs doctors and nurses were also let go. So yeah, it's not just me, and I know that. But yeah, yesterday I just felt like the rug was pulled out from under me, and you can see that I'm still in scrubs, so I'm still going to work, which is really strange to me. And I'm going to be here until the end of the month. So I'm just feeling like if this is happening to me with all of the privileges that I have, I'm educated, I am able-bodied passing, then, and just, yeah, like with the privileges that I feel like I do have, and, like also losing my job, I'm just thinking about everyone else who is like negatively impacted by this administration. So I know people are meaning well with like recommending me to get like full-time jobs, or like getting another job is going to be easy and yada yada yada, but that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about our collective future.
Also, again, you don't have to go out and buy like several $100s worth of food at one time. Prepping can look like just buying a couple of cans or spending $10 at the grocery store, this week, and maybe $20 next month. You are going to the store to get one box of noodles or something. Instead of just getting one, like get 1 or 2 extra, especially if they're on sale. That way you can put up some, for later. You can have some now, have some later.
Dried beans, oats, pasta, molasses, cocoa, peanut butter, canned fruits and vegetables, canned meat, lard, vinegar, salt, sugar, and spices. This is all the stuff your grandmama could take and make 20 meals out of it and continue to feed the family over and over again. The same folks, right, that used to laugh at grandma's struggle meals are about to be Googling how to make biscuits from bacon grease and molasses. And honestly, it's not even shameful. For real, it's smart. Because the truth is, prices are not done climbing yet. We have not hit the peak. So either you build yourself a Depression-era pantry right now, or you're going to be out here paying $15 for a bag of rice like it's a luxury handbag. Because at the end of the day, y'all, survival is not about flexing. It's about preparing.
Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video.